Good evening, I'm Matt Woodman. This is CTV News at 5. Tonight, and then there was one. The Edmonton Police Service reveals which co-chief will take on the role full-time. Party's almost over. Why a mayoral candidate will dissolve his municipal party after the election. And a pop culture celebration. Thousands of comic, movie, and gaming fans dressing up for Edmonton Expo.
CTV Edmonton, local breaking news with Matt Woodman.
The Edmonton Police Commission and City Council have chosen a familiar face as the new chief of the Edmonton Police Service. CTV's Evan Kenny has more on the chief's past and his priorities for the service.
The Edmonton Police Commission is pleased to announce that we've hired Warren Driechel as the 24th Chief of the Edmonton Police Service.
After several months of searching, the Edmonton Police Commission has named the city's new top cop. Warren Driechel is the new chief of police.
It's an incredible and daunting privilege to serve as the chief of the Edmonton Police Service. I am excited for the path ahead and mindful of the expectations that come hand in hand with this role.
The Edmonton Police Commission has been looking for a new chief since February when Dale McPhee stepped down. At that time, Driechel was made one of two interim chiefs alongside Devin LaForce. The commission says it looked at candidates from all over before making the decision.
We sat there and did the interview. I just kept on hearing everything that he was articulating, lining up with what what the community had asked for in their next chief.
Dreichel's 3 decades as an Edmonton police officer do not come without controversy. Earlier this month, he oversaw EPS sending a letter to Crown prosecutors saying it would release details of a case to the public if the court went ahead with a plea deal, giving the accused a manslaughter charge. Driechel was also involved in an EPS steroid scandal where he bought steroids from another officer.
I know it will follow me, and I know it's always going to be there, right? And I'm just hoping that eventually I can move past it and it just doesn't define me, who I am.
Driechel says his priorities are accountability for leaders in the organization, creating a new crime management plan, and changing the system so officers can be more proactive. Evan Kenny, CTV News, Edmonton.
Edmonton's mayor and city councillors offered some reflections on the final day of this term.
And to Edmontonians, serving as your mayor has been a great honor. Today, I leave this chamber filled with gratitude for your trust and your inspiration.
An emotional goodbye for City Council, who ended today's meeting with a standing ovation for one another and city staff. Mayor Amarjeet Sohi and Councillor Sarah Hamilton are not running again in this fall's election. Mayoral candidate Tim Cartmell says his Better Edmonton party will go dormant after the election. Cartmell says Better Edmonton branding and party infrastructure will be shelved after October 20th. He says he wants to see what adjustments the provincial government might make to the party system. Cartmell says the party has been helpful to fundraise and gives more clarity to voters. His team will take off their jerseys once a new council is elected.
It will have no effect at all on the council table. We're not within votes. There is no cabinet. There is no caucus. Those things are still against the Municipal Government Act, and we will absolutely respect that. So this is really just an election thing, not a council thing.
The introduction of municipal parties is a pilot project by the provincial government this election in Edmonton and Calgary. Our city has 2 parties, Better Edmonton and the Principled Accountable Coalition for Edmonton, also known as PACE. The provincial government has presented a new deal to the Alberta Teachers Association. Yesterday, Alberta's Labour Relations Board said the 2 sides had resolved a complaint launched by the government accusing the teachers of bad faith bargaining. 3 bargaining issues are outstanding: the timing of the implementation of the pay grid, an annual allowance for the longest serving teachers, and COVID-19 vaccination coverage for teachers. One expert says it's a positive sign wages and class sizes are not on that list. Neither side, though, will tell us if they've agreed on those issues.
Often you see this kind of flurry of activity in the lead up to a labor dispute as the parties start to recognize, oh, this is real, this might happen. And they kind of, it kind of focuses their attention. Right now, I think will be the big question is not whether we get a tentative agreement, it's whether the teachers actually decide that they're going to go with it or if they're going to make their leadership go back to the table and get more.
The union represents 51,000 teachers. It has set a strike deadline of October 6th if a deal isn't reached. The Premier is preparing to invoke the Notwithstanding clause to shield laws affecting transgendered youth from charter challenges. A leaked memo obtained by the Canadian press was sent last week by the Justice Department. As directed by the Premier, it asks other departments to assemble information to invoke the clause. It will apply to laws about name changes and pronouns in schools, banning transgender girls from participating in amateur female sports, and limiting gender-affirming health care.
It's now being used to silence and control their own citizens, and that's the slippery slope. And I think Albertans and everybody across the country should be having conversations about the Notwithstanding clause.
A spokesperson for Alberta's Justice Ministry says the government is prepared to use all legal and constitutional tools to protect children. An area in central Edmonton once tagged with hate-related graffiti has been turned into a work of art. Paid for by the city, a new mural has been painted at the Norwood Child and Family Resource Centre. Artist Lorraine Schulba was inspired by people coming together with nature and animals to share the joy of life. The Resource Centre hopes to reduce vandalism by encouraging respect of public spaces.
It's the opposite of hate graffiti, and so it beautifies the community, which the idea is that then other people coming to tag this area will look at this area as non-taggable because it's already got this beautiful mural here.
You can find the mural on the path next to the centre, which is just off 95th Street on 114th Avenue. The Edmonton Expo has returned to our city. It features new and classic comics, anime, movies, TV shows, and games. CTV's Brendan Purdy is down at the Expo Centre this evening, taking in all the sights and sounds. So, Brendan, how are things going on this opening night?
My gosh, Matt, there is a palpable sense of both anticipation and excitement in the air as over 10,000 fans are expected to walk through the doors over the course of this weekend here at the Edmonton Expo Centre. Now, it's hard to believe the doors have only been open since 4 p.m. as the throngs continue to pour in. Now, those attending the weekend event will have the opportunity to meet some of their favorite actors, grab a photo or an autograph, while also getting the latest insight on their favorite shows and movies at the celebrity panels. The excitement in this building is one shared with both organizers and attendees alike.
It's all about the reaction. It's all about the engagement. I mean, friendships are made here. Dreams come true. Once-in-a-lifetime opportunities.
It's so exciting. I mean, like, just getting to see the community grow and seeing all the different, like, trends and whatnot coming through, you know, like anime. Like, it's an intersection of fandoms, which I think is really exciting, that you can really only get at a place like Expo.
Other things to take in this weekend include comic artist sketch duels, how-to workshops, and massive show floor to scoop your favorite souvenirs. Now, folks, outside of the Goblin, some big attractions this weekend, of course, will be on Sunday when the 4 Hobbits are here. That's Dom Moynihan, Billy Boyd, Sean Astin, and Elijah Wood. Matt?
All right, Peter Parker. Brendan Purdy reporting live from Comic-Con for us. All right, thank you. Josh, am I the only one who's a little disappointed he wasn't dressed up as like Spider-Man or Batman, something like that? That would have been fun.
No. You are
costumes don't do it for you.
You are the only.
You're the only one. All right. You must be really fun on Halloween, I bet. Yeah.
It's my least favorite holiday of the entire year. I'm already looking at maybe taking it off, just so I don't have to dress up. 22 degrees downtown Edmonton, 21s and 22s outside the city right now. There's your wind, fairly light, about 5 to 10 kilometers per hour. We get to 24 for a daytime high today. 7 degrees warmer than average, 3 degrees above average for the morning low, although we did slip into single digits this morning. 8 degrees. Should be about 9 or 10 for a morning low tomorrow. You can see we're 5 degrees off the record high for today. We'll be even closer tomorrow. This is what it looks like outside right now with the CTV drone. Yeah, we've had a little bank cloud cover sliding through from west to east across the province. There are some showers in parts of Alberta, but none of that in the Edmonton region. And actually, we're on the back edge of that cloud cover already. It'll clear out pretty quickly. But you can see this little front sliding through. So west of Fort McMurray, you have some showers. Those will push into the Fort McMurray region here early this evening. Here in Edmonton, yeah, the back edge is just off to the west of the city. So some clearing through the early evening hours, and then a few clouds overnight tonight. We'll start tomorrow at about 9 or 10 degrees with some sunshine, and then 28, maybe even 29 for a high tomorrow. Record high is 29.4. So I think we'll probably end up just short of that, but we'll be close. A bigger cool down on the way for early next week. We'll talk about that in a couple minutes.
Sunny, just like your attitude, Josh. All right, thank you. Coming up next on CTV News, hanging up his skates. An Oilers superstar looking forward to one last season against his hockey idol.
Kind of took me under his wing there, and, you know, we've had a close friendship ever since.
Coming up Monday on Your Morning Edmonton, protein shakes, protein coffee, even protein cheesecake. Is it worth the hype? We've got the science of it all. We'll see you at 6.
Your Morning Edmonton, weekdays.
Brought to you by James H. Brown Injury Lawyers, the heavy hitters of injury law.
You're watching CTV News at 5.
Edmonton Strathcona NDP MP Heather McPherson is now listed as a registered federal NDP leadership candidate with Elections Canada. Speaking on Alberta Primetime today, McPherson stopped short of officially confirming her candidacy. She did say the leadership race is a chance to rebuild the party.
We are the party for those folks that can't afford to buy their groceries right now, that are watching the wealthy get wealthier and wealthier while they can't get a job, while their kids can't get a job, while housing becomes completely unaffordable. Those are the things I think that we need to reconnect with Canadians on.
McPherson says the Carney government leans very conservative with little support for workers in uncertain economic times. She says under new leadership, the NDP needs to reconnect with Canadians who may have voted differently in the last election. As for her candidacy, she says she'll have more to say next week. The federal NDP will pick its new leader in March. 3 Alberta rugby players are celebrating a big win tonight. Canada's women's rugby team beat New Zealand this afternoon in the Women's Rugby World Cup. That puts them in the final against the winner of tomorrow's England-France game. The final is next Saturday in London. This is the last NHL season. One of the Oilers' top players will be able to face off against one of his hockey idols. LA Kings captain Anze Kopitar says this will be his last year in the NHL. He will retire after what will be his 20th season. He spent his entire career in LA, winning 2 Stanley Cups and 2 Selke trophies as the league's best defensive forward. Oilers superstar Leon Draisaitl says he'd like to be a contender for the Selke trophy this season. He's focused on improving his defensive game during the 3rd day of training camp and has learned a lot playing against Kopitar.
Kopi was always, you know, my idol growing up, or one of my 2 guys that I really looked up to, and I've learned so much from playing against him, from watching him. You know, I had the privilege of playing with him at the World Cup in 2016, and kind of took me under his wing there, and you know, we've had a close friendship ever since.
The Oilers and Kings square off 3 times in the regular season and could potentially face each other in the playoffs for a 5th straight year. Alberta Ballet is starting its season by bringing famous storybook characters to life on stage. Alberta Ballet's newest show, Once Upon a Time, 1,000 Tales, showcases fairy tale characters like Alice in Wonderland and Cinderella. The artistic director says this show takes a different turn than what most people know and expect.
This is a show full of surprises and an unexpected moment. So it's actually, I don't want to reveal the twist that we have in the plot.
It's great for families as well because of all the stories included in it, but it's also great for people who are enjoyers of the ballet because the choreography is so unique.
Once Upon a Time, 1,000 Tales is at the Jubilee Theatre tonight, and there are 2 more shows tomorrow. Still to come tonight on CTV News, an Alberta accent, how a local actor and comedian turned what he calls a disadvantage into his own advantage.
And you know, I'm an actor as well, and I was having a tough time booking acting gigs because of my so-called Alberta accent.
Programming brought to you by James H. Brown Injury Lawyers, the heavy hitters of injury law.
Then you can get up and work with the men, okay?
And buddy, listen, like, I'm not trying to be a bad guy here.
A comedian from Edmonton is gaining a large following online. He's giving major moments a twist with an Alberta accent. Drew Bem was on Your Morning today talking about his career. He says this bit came about when he decided to use something to his advantage that was usually costing him acting gigs.
And, you know, I'm an actor as well, and I was having a tough time booking acting gigs because of my so-called Alberta accent. You know, my agent would send me out for gigs, and I wouldn't book it because it's like, oh, yeah, this frozen food has got some meatballs in it. And, you know, like, I could never book anything. So I guess I started to use that to my strength.
A content creator was born. Bem says his first accent video got about 2 million views. Bem is playing at the comic strip on Sunday in West Ed. Drew,
they are pretty funny.
They are. They're hilarious. I've seen many of them. And Drew, I totally get it. I thought they were going to throw me off air when I first got here 9 years ago because of the maritime accent. But thankfully, we got that sorted out.
It's only tournament. To say
tournament. But the big one is car, far, bar, instead of bar, car, far. Yeah, that was the big one.
It's tournament. What do you say tournament?
Tournament.
Yeah.
Well, it's for, not not fur, is it?
That's
my point. I don't know.
Take a look outside right now. It is a beautiful day in Edmonton after hitting 24 for a daytime high. It's 22 right now, and a little bit of cloud cover on the Action Furnace River Valley Skycam. Action Furnace fixed rider, it's free. We'll see some clearing as we head through this evening and overnight tonight. 24 for a daytime high today, 22 currently here in Edmonton and in Fort McMurray. It's 21 in Grand Prairie and 22 in Red Deer. There's that cloud cover sliding its way across central parts of the province and up in the northeast. You do have some scattered showers here approaching the Fort McMurray region. Doesn't look like it's going to be anything all that heavy or long-lasting, but you'll see some precipitation here in Edmonton. We're almost on the back edge of those clouds. Should clear out here fairly quickly, and we'll get some clear skies overnight tonight and for most of the day tomorrow. Sunshine tomorrow morning, sunshine tomorrow afternoon. Sunday, bit of a change. Some increase in cloud as the day goes on. And this cold front will probably drop temperatures back into the low 20s, looks like, for Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Chance of showers late in the day, especially off to the north and west of the city. I think for us here in Edmonton, the best chance for precipitation Sunday comes in the evening. Now, long-range forecast does have some cooler temperatures for early next week. However, watch this little ridge tomorrow. Breaks down. There's the upper level low, the trough that comes through with the extra cloud cover and the showers for Sunday. Look at the heat that wants to push back into at least southern Alberta and then eastern portions of the prairies for Tuesday, Wednesday of next week. Conservatively, I'm going to go 22, 23 for highs Tuesday, Wednesday. There's a chance one or both of those days is 25 or 26. So we'll see how this plays out, but it does look like the warm spell will weaken slightly early next week, but basically stick around at least through Wednesday. 6 degrees in Fort McMurray, 6 degrees in Grand Prairie tomorrow morning, and 6 degrees in Red Deer. We'll be down to about 9 or 10 here in the city. Looks like mid to upper 20s across the northeast tomorrow afternoon, mid 20s with some extra cloud cover in through the northwest, about 28 in Red Deer, and mid to upper 20s for Lloydminster south towards Coronation, southern Alberta into the 30s tomorrow. Our record daytime high is 29.4 for tomorrow. We'll be close. 28, maybe 29 for a high. 22 on Sunday with that increase in cloud cover. Chance of a late day shower, especially into the evening. And actually, if those clouds hold off until the afternoon, there's a chance we could be 23 or 24 on Sunday. Closer to 20 for Monday. Again, low to maybe mid-20s for Tuesday, Wednesday. And then a chance of showers late Wednesday ushers in a cool down for Thursday, Friday as we'll get back into the 17, 18 range to close next week, which is a lot closer to average.
All right, Josh, thank you. The entire Valley Line Southeast LRT will be closed on Sunday for some routine work. The city says TransEd, the company behind the Valley Line, will complete essential inspections, maintenance work, and some station cleaning. Replacement buses will provide rides between Millwoods and downtown during the LRT's closure every 10 to 15 minutes. That schedule can be found on the city's transit website. The LRT's normal schedule will resume on Monday. When we return, taking matters into their own hands, how local bikers turn their dream park into reality.
We asked the city, how do we start pushing on this? And they introduced us through the community-led process.
Programming brought to you by James H. Brown Injury Lawyers, the heavy hitters of injury law.
Coming up tonight on CTV News at 6, more details on the resumption of talks between the government and Alberta teachers. Also ahead, an Edmonton country institution is set to expand its space. And driving safely in the sun. It's the time of year when many Edmonton drivers have another obstacle to contend with, the sunrise and sunset. We'll explain those stories and more on CTV News at 6 with Nara Manisa. Well, Edmonton's new bike park is starting to take shape in the River Valley. It's just southeast of the Walterdale Bridge. It includes paths through the trees that lead to a jump park, pump track, and other skill-building features. CTV's Nicole Weisberg gives us a look at the progress and the volunteer effort that's been an integral part.
Tucked away in the trees of Edmonton's River Valley, contractors and volunteers are hard at work.
So right now I'm working on building a berm around the green trail.
They're reshaping and expanding existing trails and adding new features such as a wooden helix to make a range of paths for riders of all skill levels.
People are going to be blown away. This is a nice park.
The area we're standing in now, I would say, is probably getting to be 80 to 90% complete. This is kind of the jump park area, which is one of the 4 main areas of our of the bike park.
It's an exciting time for the Edmonton Mountain Bike Alliance. The volunteer group has been working to get this project going for more than a decade, after the city identified the need for a park like this back in 2013.
That never saw funding through any of the capital budgets, and this was an overdue facility that we thought that we could get behind, and we asked the city, how do we start pushing on this? And they introduced us through the community-led process.
Matt Edwards says that process required volunteers and donations to cover 10% of the cost. With that guaranteed, the province agreed to pay half the $1.2 million bill and the city a third.
One of the biggest things we heard was that mountain bikers wanted to come help build this project, so we've tried to facilitate that.
He says about 120 volunteers have come out to help so far, putting in more than 1,800 work hours.
This is pretty unique, and it's exciting for us too, because the community is so interested in having this park that they're coming out and helping us and getting involved.
Benjamin Dennis says he's been here every day for about a month.
From just piles of dirt to big jumps, or being able to kind of build the trail through the trees and see it happen is amazing.
A passion project that's on track to open early next summer. Nicole Weisberg, CTV News, Edmonton.
And that's our show. Thanks for watching. I'm Matt Woodman. CTV News continues right now.